right, Miss Aurorah is back. Secured Women's Wealth 50 plus. All right, Miss Aurorah had to move over to this side of the office because the lights in here today have been on channel loud. As you all know, Miss Aurorah is the new Rainbow Bright, and she lives in the desert where it's nothing but hot heat and hot sun and all of that. All right, so you all know by now you should have seen the intro video that I put up. I put up the intro video to talk about why we're here on this channel. All right. And so in today's video, Miss Aurorah is going to get into 10 strategies for the 50 plus woman to make more money and secure wealth. And again, this is stemming from the responses that we received. And I'm talking the emails, and I want to thank you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. All right. These are the responses from the video that we did, the coasting financial independence. And I talked about what you would need to do at 50 plus. And many of the ladies wrote in, listen, I'm definitely 50 plus, but I definitely am not making any money. I definitely don't have any money. I definitely don't have an estate plan. I definitely am going to be trying to figure out what's going on with Social Security. Okay. So this channel is dedicated to the women who are attempting to get their businesses going or scaling their businesses. All right. So that they can make more money and secure wealth. And that's what we're going to be getting into in this video. Okay. I'm going to add some other videos to the channel so that you don't have to go back to the main channel and look for them, but they're going to be about financial planning and things like that. All right. Can we do it? All right. So for those of you who do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you build 6- and 7-figure tax-free businesses. You heard that right. Stick around. Okay. So you all know this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. All right, ladies. The very first thing that Miss Aurorah is going to talk about is leveraging your current skills and expertise. Okay, now this is based upon the conversations that Miss Aurorah has had with many of you, the emails that you all sent in. Okay, there are things that you already have. You already have knowledge. You already have wisdom. You already have the skills. Okay, you already have these things. They are innate. Maybe these are things that you have been doing when you were out in corporate America or doing now in corporate America. I understand that a majority of the ladies who emailed have been done with corporate America, and you're stating that you've been doing these, side odd type jobs. Some of you were saying you have been waitressing, you have been working in retail. Okay, you have been working part-time in the office doing some reception or secretarial. You've been working in daycare centers. I mean, we've gotten a plethora of things that you all are saying that you have been out here doing. Okay, so now we have to understand that these things, these skills, and this knowledge is needed. Okay, we are definitely in the digital era, probably forever and ever. Okay, so we want to see to it that whatever it is that you know how to do, whatever it is you know about, and I'm talking you have complete knowledge, or you need to maybe study a little bit more, create the environment for these skills. Okay, now I have a neighbor. Miss Aurorah has a neighbor. She is a grandmother. She has been attempting to assist her granddaughter after her high school graduation, which was last summer. She graduated last summer. So she's been making these unique type of cupcakes. And I'm talking, they're not the cupcakes that we find in the bakery. She does the frosting in this little design, and I'm like, man, it pays to watch these baking shows, because woo, this woman is out here with these cupcakes. Now, Miss Aurorah did assist because there were some things that she needed to make these things in the apartment, okay, in her home. She had to get some credentialing from the city of Las Vegas, some permits, things like that. There were things that were needed, and now she has been allowed to use someone's professional kitchen, okay. Because it is just her, she has one lady who helps her with the everybody who knows Miss Aurorah knows that I don't have any cooking or baking skills like that, so please forgive me, but I know it's like the batter, okay. She's got somebody who comes in there and does the batter and everything, and I think she pours into the cupcake things, but she makes these awesome designs and all that. She leveraged those skills, and she now has some accounts with, I think she has some accounts with some of the boutique hotels out here where they have them in their, when they sell these cakes and cookies and pies and stuff at their small restaurants. She has contracts with these places now where she is selling these specialty, that's all I can say, specialty cupcakes, okay. That's a fine example of leveraging your skills to make money, okay. So I want you to really think about what skills you have that we know that we need. And I'm talking right now, we know that both young men and women need guidance. That's what I will say, because we see what they're being told. We see what they're being told, and we see what's going on in the world. So we see that what young people are actually listening to, most of it is not really getting them anywhere that's going to create a solid future, okay? And it happened to many of us, okay? So you may want to be a guiding light there. I mean, I can only give certain suggestions, but we all have an innate capability. We all have a path here and things that we need to be doing. So I would say the first thing that you need to look into now is leveraging those skills, okay, that you have not been putting to use for yourself, but you've been putting them to use for other people, corporations, things like that, okay? And then for the ladies who you're saying that you've been doing a business, but you really haven't put your oomph into it full time, it's really been a part-time type thing, you're going to have to scale that business. And by that, I mean, you're going to have to take the pieces of that business that don't require your manual labor, all right, something that you can create into a digital product. Courses are just, they're going to be the thing. They've been the thing ever since we were able to take online courses for college. It's been a thing, okay? So whatever it is that you are actually doing in your business that you haven't taken as seriously as you should be taking it, begin to scale those things into digital products, okay? Into maybe, and I'm going to say this because you could be doing something that will require a digital product plus consulting, like what Miss Aurorah does. I have digital products, but clients will still need for me to consult with their business, especially if they have, employees, if they are making a whole lot of money every month. I mean, they just need assistance so that they don't squander, so that they don't overpay in tax, so that they can use tax deferral strategies as they go, things like that. Okay, you're going to have to begin to think about how it is you're going to scale. Okay, now once you utilize your leveraging mechanisms, okay, leveraging mechanisms. I like that. I think we just came up with that. You're going to have to really start that business, okay? Once you come up with your leveraging mechanisms, you're going to have to really start that business. Really become the entrepreneur. That's number 2, entrepreneurship and starting the business, okay? Because now you understand that, okay, I've got to get online. I don't have a way around it. So this whole, I'm posting a whole bunch of crap on my social media pages. See, that's going to have to come to an end. I shouldn't see you with all of your girlfriends in red hats. I shouldn't see you and all your girlfriend with white hats, unless, of course, you're selling something. Okay. Pictures of the grandchildren, I think, are great. but you should leave that for more personal pages that really consist of you being connected with friends, associates, colleagues, people that you know. Right now, we're going to start this business. So what do you need? Do you need a page for e-commerce? Because you are selling, because this is about making more money, right? So you are selling your digital products. Okay. If you are doing something that is tangible, it is a physical product. Yes, you need your e-commerce store. Okay. Now, even my neighbor with the cupcakes, she has an e-commerce website. All right. For people who just want to order those cupcakes. Now, I don't know if she ships those cupcakes outside of Las Vegas. I don't know. But now I'm curious because I know that people can come pick up at the kitchen that she's now allowed to use. That's what I know. But even she has a website to sell those freaking cupcakes. Okay. And so you're going to have to be fully aware. And this is going to take a lot of self-awareness, because you cannot be afraid of how you look. Have you seen how people are out here looking? Do you see that Miss Aurorah does not make the most perfect videos? Okay, let's just keep it real. I can barely get the lighting going most days. I don't really like the lighting. Some mornings, as you see, I'm not wearing any makeup. I come on, I do 3 a.m. shenanigans. I'm just talking at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It is what it is, because people are buying into you. People are following you. People are getting to know, like, and trust you. And remember, this is about what's in it for me. What's in it for me? That's what people are now thinking, feeling, saying, projecting, okay, and taking action on. How is whatever it is you're saying helping me? Because I could care I don't care what you look like. I really don't. And you're going to have people that be like, ooh, why should get up to it? Hey, look, you're doing your thing. All right. You're taking action versus people who are not taking action. You're about to fulfill your endeavors and your goals versus people who will never, and they're going to complain and be in a place that they really, don't like. It's going to be unpleasant, forever and ever. Right. Okay. So in any event, because Miss Aurorah could really take that somewhere. Don't get into what you feel like you don't have. I just want you, because I know, 50 plus. Okay. If you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel like your hair looks the way you want it to look, if you don't feel like your face is looking the way you want it to look, if you feel like, you're beefing with all the time, because, I beef with all the time every day. I'm like, ooh, I am aging. Not really sure how I feel about this today. But Miss Aurorah quickly gets over it. Most of you know that I have to do VIPs. And some people who sign on for these VIPs, it's like a last minute thing. They say, you know what? My wife and I are coming to Vegas. My business partner and I are coming to Vegas. Can we get on the calendar for a VIP? Miss Aurorah has to quickly put it together. Okay. So you have to have your staple pieces. So when you're coming into your, the entrepreneurship, the business, what are the staple things for you that's going to assure that you show up daily? What are the staple things for you that assure that you show up daily? And I'm talking first showing up for yourself. Then you're showing up to help other people, because the one thing that you must understand being in business, nothing is really free. Nothing is really free. Now, you get to come up on platforms like this. They have an algorithm. If you don't meet their algorithm, even they will not show your videos. They will not. You must pay to play. That's the way that it is. So this whole, you can come up on these social media platforms and market yourself for free, doesn't really work like that 100%. You need to be aware of that. The third thing that Miss Aurorah must address, and I will put videos on this channel about this as well, is reducing debt. Debt is a major issue for women 50 plus. Why? Well, women 50 plus have had children. Okay? Women 50 plus have grandchildren. Women 50 plus have their own personal debt. Okay? And the debt versus the income that you are bringing in can often be extremely overwhelming, because you really don't have enough to make the ends meet. You are paying for the place that you live in. You're paying the electricity. You're paying the gas. At this stage of life, if you did not learn how to, make money, multiply the money, manage the money properly, you could possibly be still paying a very high car note and then high insurance. Okay. There's so much debt involved with daily living. It's ridiculous. And then, you may have certain medications that you're now taking. Why? Because it's kind of difficult not to comfort eat. So, you shouldn't be eating certain things because it's running up your blood pressure. You got high cholesterol. Okay. You got some arthritis, things like that. But you have not learned how to breathe through the issues that are ever present on a daily basis. You have not learned how to deal with them in a self-nurturing way. So you have expenses as it relates to your health. And many of you have medical bills that you are paying off. This I know, okay? I've had to tell many clients the saving grace with that is that the credit bureaus are no longer allowed to report your medical bills. So if you have medical bills on your credit reports, you can get rid of those. And you should already know that. If you don't, newsflash, right? Okay, because they should not be on there. Because part of reducing your debt at this time is caring for your credit. But I'm not going to get on that right now. Let me stay on reducing the debt. Because how you're actually going to do this, some of you may need some type of refinancing loan or something. You may need to refinance your mortgage, okay? You may need to do something about student loans. You may need to get one of those loans that pay down all the credit cards so that you just have one monthly payment. You're going to need to do this so that you can begin to fund your entrepreneurship, your business, okay? You have to fund how it is you're about to leverage your skills and your expertise, okay? Even if it's, and Miss Aurorah is going to have to get on this. I think I'm going to do a program for the ladies because you need to know how to do different types of ads on different platforms so that you can see that it's really not going to cost a lot. It's going to be a combination of you doing some very inexpensive ads just so that you're splattered everywhere and you showing up daily. And it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. And it's going to take time. So, you have to have your confidence in there and you have to know what you know and you have to believe in yourself and you have to want, I'm talking a strong desire to meet success before you transition from this planet. I'm going to say that again. You must want, I'm talking a strong desire to meet success before you transition from this planet. These are the ladies that I'm talking to on this channel. Okay? Ladies who are like Miss Aurorah. Strong desire. Okay? This legacy is so large and so wide. Okay? This legacy is so huge. It is going to outlive me. I will have to hand this torch over to some other competent woman who has been designed to keep running with this. You know what? Because my job is to get in a shuttle and go where no other tenderoni has ever gone before. Okay? That's who I'm talking to on this channel. Comment below. Because now Miss Aurorah is on it. Okay. All of the secured entrepreneurs know that Miss Aurorah starts very early in the morning. These days start a little bit before 3. Everybody knows I have a mastermind call that starts at 4 a.m. And I'm trying to be in the gym. The days that I don't have to present to my group, okay, I'm in the gym. I'm on the treadmill. I'm listening to the call. I'm participating. They know I'm in the gym because we're all on different time zones. It just so happens that the time that the call takes place happens at 4 a.m. on the West Coast of Miss Aurorah. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the next thing. So after we reduce our debt, now we have the opportunity to start making some wise investments. If in fact you are in the position where you have no choice but to invest in yourself, like you only have room to invest in yourself. So take it back now. We're talking reducing the debt so that you can invest in your entrepreneurship, your business, right? So if you're there, reducing the debt means that now I have additional monies, okay? Because at this place, we're not going to consider taking out any loans for a business. Now that sounds weird to some people, but here's the logic. You have to repay those loans. Most of the loans, you will have to repay. You probably will be able to get some that you don't have to repay. I will make a video about some things like that, okay? But for the most part, if you go out there and you get a loan, you have to repay that loan. First of all, you have to qualify to get it. That's number one. You have to qualify to get it. Okay, and I haven't even gotten on structuring of the business and getting all that. I haven't even gone there yet. Okay, and it won't be in this video. So I'm just telling you that take that out of your mind at this juncture, because you don't need any more debt. What you're doing is honing your skills, your expertise, your innate abilities and capabilities. Okay, and you are creating this business, or you are scaling this business. Okay, that's what you're doing right now. So if in fact you are in a place where you cannot invest externally, then all of your investment will be in yourself, into whatever materials you need to create whatever it is, whether it's a physical product or a digital product. Okay, what platform do I need to be on? And I'll make a video on some of the best platforms for things. Okay, what CRM system should I be using? And that would be for your emails and all of that good stuff. Okay, what platform should I be on for my sales pages, my e-commerce, things like that? Okay, you need to be assessing that and assessing the costs with those things. Okay, so that's your investment right now. If you're already there and you're scaling, then your investment would be the things that you need to actually do the scaling. All right. If you're in a place where you have enough funds to do the scaling plus start or add more to a whole life insurance policy, that's the very first thing Ms. Aurorah is going to say about the investments, because many of you do have 401ks, but that's a tax now situation until you reach a certain age. Okay, so we know that you withdraw from that 401k, you're going to get sent a 1099, and then you're responsible for paying about 10% of whatever it is that you take out. So we all know here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement, we go from sole proprietor to CEO. So we move you away from the 1040 lifestyle legally. Okay. And so Ms. Aurorah will show you how to do all of that on this channel in the next videos to come. Okay. So I want you to just think about where your investments need to be at this time. So if you can come through with these investments, now it's time to maximize on retirement contributions. Okay. Because if in fact you're doing something that is laborious, right? There's going to be a point where you're like, okay, I am not willing. And this has got, no. Okay. There's got to be a point where you're saying, I'm no longer really wanting to do it like this. I really need to switch up. Okay, I have to put some type of retirement plan in place. But while I'm switching up, I actually do need to receive some funds. Now, a majority of the people here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement know that Ms. Aurorah is 100% in agreement with annuities. Okay, and as a matter of fact, I will put a video on this channel about the annuities. Yes, I'm going to do that as well. I believe in that heavily, because you're going to have to create a way where you are making these investments, okay, towards your retirement, okay, and you are collecting some monies at a certain point so that you can continue to build your business, build this legacy the way you see fit. Okay. Now, a lot of a lot of people have emailed for a very long time now. And I thank you again. And you're saying, Mr. Aurorah, a lot of the things that you're talking about regarding finances, I've never heard of in my life. Yeah, because we don't come from those type of environments. And we all have to learn these things if we plan to be financially successful and leave the legacy for our children's children. Hello? Won't bother to go there at this moment. Okay. So also, we all know the health savings account, HSAs. All right. We want to look into that because at all times we need a medical plan that actually does something for us. Okay. Because we all know we can get stuck with plans that don't cover everything that we need at 50 plus. So we got to come out of pocket with a whole lot unless you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Okay. Now, two things. Either you're scraping the bottom of the barrel and you get approved for Medicaid, Medicare, things like that, and it will cover some other things. Or you understand, I'll get on this in a moment in this video, or you understand how to plan your estate properly so that you control everything, but you don't own anything. This way you do become eligible for Medicaid and Medicare. Okay. Or other health plans that will assist you in getting the actual care that you need that your regular health plan will not offer to you. Okay. So I want you to also begin to think about that. Watch this video a few times, take notes, things like that, because I'm really going to be touching on quite a few things. And on this channel, I will probably do longer videos because we're in conversation with one another. So the next thing, I think this is the sixth thing that I'm talking about. We want to optimize your Social Security benefits. Now, many of you have told me, Miss Aurorah, I'm taking my benefits at 62. Okay. I'm going to assure that I qualify, that I get whatever it is coming to me because I am tired and I just want to sit down somewhere. All right. But then you find out that at 62, that check is so small, it doesn't even cover your current living expenses on a monthly basis. Okay. So you all know if you are looking forward to some type of Social Security check, many of you have already told me you're in the $800 range, that you would get $800. Some of you said $950 was your number and you wanted to cry. And this came from the video that I did on why you won't receive Social Security benefits. Okay, I probably need to put that video on this channel because that one was a doozy. Okay, for a lot of people who don't understand what it is they're applying for, why they're applying for it, and what it is they would actually get. And then after a certain age, what they are going to allow you to get. So people are in a panic for no real long-term reason, but in the immediate, yes, it's kind of daunting, right? So I'm going to tell you that if you can begin to work through these processes, you will have the opportunity to delay receiving your Social Security, maybe closer to 65, okay? Maybe closer to 65, 66, 67, somewhere in there, because you already know that you have not put in enough time and you have not made enough money. Now, when I say time, we know we only need 10 years, but how many of you know there are many women in the 50 plus who really did not work? They were married. They were raising children. They did not have any type of work history for a 10-year span. Okay. And it was after maybe the husband was deceased. It was after a divorce that now you get a little job and you have not worked these 10 years. Okay. This is a very real situation for a lot of 50 plus women. Okay. So I'm telling you, optimize those Social Security benefits by working some things out so that you can delay when it is that you get it. And then also, we get a lot of women who had no idea that they were eligible to collect Social Security benefits from a first husband because they were married long enough to a first husband to receive Social Security benefits. So if that is you, then that's a little extra money that you can invest at whichever stage you're in, whether it's an investment in yourself, whether it's an investment in the scaling of a business, or now it's an investing into some whole life insurance, some annuities, things that are going to assure that you continue to collect a check. Okay. Now you're going to need to stay financially informed. You have got to keep up with trends. You have got to start reading about ways in which you can invest money to make money. You have got to now keep up with how it is you're going to do these things safely, because we know there's been a lot of cryptocurrency scams. Okay. There's a lot of trading platforms that have proven to be scams. I mean, Miss Aurorah is telling you at 50 plus, don't start falling for a lot of the things that, many of you have told Miss Aurorah, you have fallen for some deep scams and lost a lot of money. So you must stay financially informed. Now, Miss Aurorah has to go here. I think this is 8. I think I'll put it up in the video. Okay. Your estate plan. Now, everyone here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement knows that we do not do a will. A will is a trap for your family to be caught up in probate court. And depending on the size of your estate that you are creating right now, this enormous legacy, okay, that probate could go on for a very long period of time. Okay. And it could really be a hindrance on your beneficiaries who you want to have things. Okay. So you want to assure that you have your living trusts in place, your irrevocable family trusts in place. Okay. Your funeral directives in place. Okay. All of the directives that are needed so that when it is you transition, the individuals who will take over your business, the individuals who will take over your home, some of your assets, things that are valuable to you, they will automatically have access to these things. They will automatically have access to your bank accounts upon your transitioning. You need to have that in place. And at the very least, within your estate planning, okay, and Ms. Aurorah will put videos up on the channel for that as well. You want to have, if you cannot get a whole life insurance policy on the immediate, have some type of small term life insurance policy, because you may want to have a funeral, right? But if your family cannot afford a funeral, they will opt for the cremation, which you can do for under $1,000. Okay. But if there are specific things that you desire, because you know that it's also a desire for your loved ones, you want to have that insurance policy so that there are proceeds to make your final wishes a reality for your loved ones. Okay. So please bear that in mind. Now, of course, with the estate planning, Ms. Aurorah is going to get on number 9, which is utilizing tax strategies. Utilize tax strategies. Okay. So like Ms. Aurorah is sharing with you, when it is you set these trusts up, these trusts are tax exempt, done the correct way. Okay. You would have to do your irrevocable trust, which comes with all of the tax advantages. Okay. You would have to create your wealth cycle to include all of the investment accounts that you're going to be investing in, okay, via these particular entities, these trust entities that Ms. Aurorah is going to show all of the ladies how to do in the next videos, the upcoming videos. Okay. So I want you to think about what I'm saying to you as it relates to utilizing tax strategies, because again, as I said, if you're going to tap into that 401k, okay, which if you're an employee. So now as you're coming into the entrepreneur, the business owner and things like that. You're going to be using different accounts, and I'll put a video here for those things. You're going to have to understand how it is you're going to create your wealth cycle to be tax advantaged so that you see more of your profits, you see more of the benefits from your investments. Okay, I haven't even gotten on stock portfolios yet. I won't do that in this video. Okay, the last thing, again, is networking and collaboration. Now, this is so important only because at 50 plus, many of us have poor habits. And the poor habits are networking and collaborating with people who cannot assist with anything that we're actually looking to do. People who do not have an interest in what it is that we're looking to do, where it is we're trying to go. They hope you die before you get there. Okay, we have some dirty little habits. So now it's time for you to find yourself in groups of individuals who have they're like-minded. They're people who are like you in the sense that, look, I'm getting this thing together. And you're going to seek out individuals who already have it together because we're learning from one another. And again, when it comes to leveraging your skills, when you show up, there are things that you have to offer to these people. So it is an equal exchange of energy. Okay, so when it is you're about to come out here and start networking and collaborating, make sure that there is an equal exchange of energy, because you can no longer afford to deplete yourself, and you don't want to be a depleter. Okay, is that a word? Okay, you don't want to be the one who depletes another person. You don't want to be that energy vampire. So make sure that when you show up, and I'm not talking, I don't suggest that you get on things like Meetup and stuff like that, because I have found in my personal experience that a lot of these people are showing up because they don't really have anything else to do. They don't have things that they really are doing. So they're wasting a lot of time. They show up in these places. Maybe there's food, there's beverages. But again, if it doesn't cost a person something, they're not really serious. They're not really taking things seriously. Okay. Even Miss Aurorah, you tell me to show up at something. Okay. The first thing I'm asking you is, okay, what is the cost? And what is being given, or what is being taught? What's going on for the cost? Now, when I pay, I'm paying attention, and I'm showing up to get exactly what I paid to come in here and get, which is how we find out that we were scammed in many places and things with certain people who are on the forefront. Mr. Aurorah has stories for days. Okay, stories for days. Programs that I paid to be a part of, masterminds that I paid to be a part of, and it's like I need to get a hold on what's going on here, because I don't think this is what it was supposed to be. Like, what's happening? And then you have to take that up with the people who put this thing on. It's like, okay, you need to start giving me what it is you said you're giving, because other than that, I'll write a review, right? So let's be aware of that. All right. So I think that was 10 things. That's what I wanted to share in this video. Again, I'm going to put up some other videos that are from the Aurorah Dey channel that are relevant here for us women 50 plus. And I'm going to come back with some other strategies for 50 plus. I think I'll film that in the next few minutes. But you all know King David is around here. He's 16 years old. He's been whining this whole time and talking trash. He's got dementia. The guy is really going through it. All right. So that's what Mr. Aurorah wants to share. And you all know you can find me, Mr. Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDeyConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.